What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be covering the case of Todd Kendhammer. And this kind of gives me, I don't even know, like, you know, one of those cases that you don't know, like you'll hear some information and you're like, okay, that's weird, that's fishy. And then you hear the defense's side and you're like, okay, that makes sense. This is one of those cases. I absolutely hate these kind of cases because it makes me just spiral. There's a lot of evidence that this could be a homicide, clearly, because Todd Kendhammer is in prison. He's been sentenced. He was sentenced, I don't know what year that was. I want to say it was, he just had an appeal recently, last year in 2024, and that was denied. But there's so much evidence that points to a freakish accident, but there's also like just this weird sense of like, what? I don't know. Maybe by the end of this presentation, I will have more of an idea of my conclusion. But as of right now, I heard about this case, I want to say maybe 2 years ago, and watched his testimony because he does testify. Yeah, I don't know. I was listening to, I think it was 48 Hours has a little documentary about this case, and I was just getting a little refresher before I, sat down and read it all to you guys. So I don't know. I don't know. And he also, his defense attorney is the same defense attorney as Stephen Avery. And this is in Wisconsin. So without further ado, let's get into the Ted Kendhammer freakishly convicted murder / maybe a freak accident. I don't know yet. But a woman is dead. That woman is his wife. And he is now in prison. And he was sentenced to 30 years with eligibility. No, he got life with the eligibility of parole after 30 years. But I mean, this guy's already middle-aged. So let's get into it. On the morning of September 16, 2016, Todd Kendhammer called 911 reporting he and his wife Barbara had been in a car accident on a rural road in La Crosse, Wisconsin. During the call, a distraught Todd told the operator he believed Barbara was hit in the head and in the throat. And when authorities arrived, Todd said that the car was struck by a pipe that came off a truck. Barbara was rushed to the hospital, unable to survive her injuries. She passed away the next morning.
What is the address to the emergency? I have an emergency. I'm on Bergen Corridor. You got it. What's the address? Right to the emergency road. Okay, take a deep breath because I'm having a hard time understanding you. Bergen Corridor in West Elm. Okay, and what happened there? A pipe went through and got it. What blew? A pipe went through. Okay. Is there an address there? No, right at the beginning. I turned off and down the ditch. Okay, so there's no Cooley Road and you turned off the road. That's Cooley. That's Cooley? Okay, and now is somebody hurt? Yes, bad. Okay, hurry up. I don't want to see you on it. So, but Scott's Cooley and Bergen Cooley or County? Bergen Cooley. And County, I want to go out for my life. Bergen Cooley, right at the beginning. Okay, no, right at the beginning. Hold on, let me just see if I can figure out where you are from my... Hello? County, I'm in Bergen Cooley, okay. Hello? Hi, this is the 911 center. You called me. I've got it out now. Yes, hang on. I've got police and ambulance, first responders headed to Emmonsburg and Cooley. I need you to tell me what happened. Slow down. Did the car work? Needs help. Okay. And so your wife is injured? Yes. Okay. And there was a car accident? Yes, a pipe or something came through her windshield. A pipe did. Pipe? Okay. All right. And I'm going to connect you to medical information, sir. What's your first name? Todd. Todd, okay. And they're going to help you help her until somebody gets there, okay? Yeah. And then you're going to hear a dial tone in the phone ring. Just stay on the phone. Let me talk first when they pick up, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Communication. Hi, this is Lisa, 911. I've got Todd on the line reference that accident at Bergen Cooley in County M. He said a pipe or something came through the windshield and hit his wife. His callback number is the number on the header, 608-790-2360. So he needs some help with it. Go ahead. Okay, tell me exactly what happened. It got her and she's hitting the head and in the throat, I think, in the throat or something. She's got blood coming out of her nose and mouth and it's really big and blue. How old is she? 26. Is she awake? No, I can't get her to her. She talked that first a little bit. Okay. Is she breathing? No, I don't think so. No. All right, sir. We do have help on the way. Stay on the line. How long? I want you to stay right where you're at, sir. I'm trying to do something with it. Yep, I'm going to put the phone down. Can you get her out of the vehicle, sir? I got her out. Okay, I want you to lay her flat on the ground. I got her flat. I'm okay with it, but I don't know what to do with it. Okay, listen carefully. I'm going to tell you how to do chest compressions. Place the heel of your hand on her breastbone, right between her nipples. I know how to do that. The other hand is the top. I know how to do that. Pump the chest hard and fast. He's got blood coming out of his mouth. That's okay. Go ahead and pump it twice per second and 2 inches deep, okay? Okay. All right. The chest comes all the way between the pumps. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, keep going, sir. She got blood bubbling out of her mouth, yeah. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to keep pumping the chest hard and fast, okay? Pass out. You're doing just fine. Keep pumping the chest hard and fast, 2 inches deep. Keep going, sir. You're doing great. How far are they? You're coming as fast as they can, sir. I know, but how fast are they? You're coming. I know, but I can't stay here much longer like this. Yes, you can. You're doing a great job. You're doing what you can right now for her. She's breathing out her ear, too. Okay. I hit her hard when she whipped around. Okay. That's okay. We're not hurting her at all right now. Here comes somebody that's funny. I don't know who you're. Okay. Just keep going. Okay, keep going, sir. I am. Yeah, I'm coming. All right. I am coming. They're coming. You're doing great, sir. Keep going. Okay, I gotta hang out. There we come. There we come. Right, stay on the phone until I get right next to her. Okay, keep doing CPR. You're doing great, sir. Oh my God, you're doing great. Just keep on going until they get right next to her and they'll take over. I'm not inside the car. I have to show them where I am. I have to show them.
They'll find you, sir. You're doing great.
Okay, they're here. I see them.
Okay, make sure you're right up next to her.
I got them. I can't. I gotta get them.
Okay. We want to continue with the CPR on her.
Stand by me. Stand by me. Come back. They went past me.
Okay.
Come on, Virgin Chloe, got them. Come on. Okay. Come on.
Okay, so we got him turned around. Keep going. Keep going.
Get him back here. Get him back here. Get him back here. Come on.
Yep, they're coming.
I don't see him. Which side of Brigham Coulee are you on, Todd? There's only one Brigham Coulee. Yeah, which side of the road? You don't see my car. Try to turn around. Are you in?
They're coming, Todd. Keep on going. The best thing we can do for her right now is to continue with that CPR.
You're gonna be okay, Barb. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, Barb. You're gonna be okay. First responders are on scene. I know that.
All right, sounds great. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Todd told investigators this pipe flew off a truck and struck his car's windshield, resulting in Barbara's death. However, investigators disagreed with Todd's story, believing Todd murdered Barbara and smashed the pipe through the windshield himself to make her murder look like an accident. Photos taken of Todd after the incident show injuries on his hands and scratches on his neck and chest. Todd told investigators the injuries on his hands were from striking the windshield as a knee-jerking reaction when he saw the pipe coming towards him. He also told investigators the scratches on his neck and body were from working with glass. Todd replaced people's broken windshields for extra income. Authorities believed he was lying and thought the injuries were more likely from a physical struggle between him and Barbara. On the day of the incident, Todd told authorities he was driving to the home of an acquaintance to pick up a truck to replace its windshield before dropping Barbara off at her job at a middle school cafeteria. However, during this videotaped police interview 6 days after the incident, investigators told Todd they spoke to this acquaintance he said he was not expecting Todd and had not spoken to him for weeks. Todd then told investigators he was actually going to pick up a windshield from a friend of the acquaintance, but the acquaintance's friend would later tell investigators he was also not expecting Todd. Or was he in need of a windshield replacement? Yikes. Todd's inability to substantiate his story raised suspicions with investigators and became a major piece of the evidence that led to his arrest in December of 2016 on charges of first-degree homicide. Todd Kendhammer's arrest shocked Barbara and Todd's children. Jessica and Jordan told 48 Hours their parents were in a loving relationship leading up to the tragic loss of their mother. Jessica says her parents were at a really good time in their lives, with a couple celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary and Jessica giving birth to their first grandchild. Jessica tells 48 Hours that he didn't do this. Todd explained why he changed his story during his trial in December of 2017 when he took the stand. He said, "When I watch that video, it's me in the picture, but it's not me talking. I'm not in the right state of mind talking in that. I wasn't thinking of where I was going or what I was doing. I was just thinking of Barb." The sources of these windshield fractures was a highly disputed topic during Todd Kendhammer's trial. I want to know, and I'm sure we'll get to that point, where was the pipe? I want to see the pipe. It was on the side of the road. Where is this pipe that we're talking about? A glass expert for Todd's defense team supported Todd's version of events during his testimony. He claimed that there were 3 impact points on the windshield. The first impact point confirms Todd's account of punching the windshield from inside after seeing the pipe coming towards the car. The second impact point is from the pipe going through the windshield. And the third impact point was caused while Todd was pulling the pipe out while attempting to help Barbara. However, the state's expert disagreed with the defense's expert on the order of which these impacts occurred. Prosecutors argued that this is more evidence showing that Todd intentionally damaged the windshield. They also pointed to the other crime lab findings, which they claim proves the infeasibility of Todd's version of events. The medical examiner who conducted Barbara's autopsy, Dr. Kathleen McCubbin, testified at Todd Kendhammer's trial that Barbara's cause of death was due to blunt impact injuries of her head and neck. In Dr. McCubbin's autopsy report, she wrote, "The pattern of injuries is inconsistent with Todd Kendhammer's account of the pipe falling off of a truck." She also noted countless other injuries, such as scratches on the neck, a broken nose, and bruising all over her body could suggest a physical altercation before her death. Todd's defense attorneys did not call their own forensic pathologists, which to me, that speaks volumes, but tried to create reasonable doubt during cross-examination. Barbara Kendhammer's large travel mug was found on the floor of the passenger seat. Todd's defense attorney asked Dr. McCubbin if the mug could have slammed into her face if she ducked to avoid the pipe and caused some of the injuries. Dr. McCubbin's response was, "It could be. It's a possibility." Todd was found guilty of first-degree intentional homicide on December 15th, 2017. He was sentenced to life in prison and is eligible for parole after 30 years. After Todd's conviction, his children, Jordan and Jessica, brought on high-powered attorneys Jerry Boudin and Kathleen Stilling. With their help, Todd was granted an evidentiary hearing. It was a chance to argue Todd's original defense team was ineffective, and there was critical new evidence in the case. In August 2021, defense attorneys Boudin and Stilling brought in experts during Todd Kendhammer's evidentiary hearing. One of those experts is a forensic pathologist who disagreed with Dr. McCubbin's findings. In fact, she believed that the reason why Barbara was dead was because of this freak accident. An expert on human memory testified Todd's struggle to remember what happened can be explained by mental trauma from the incident. During the initial investigation, local authorities attempted to reconstruct Todd Kendhammer's story by dropping a similar pipe off the back of a truck. The videos of their tests show the pipe bouncing off the ground once out of the 4 times it was dropped. However, the videos were not presented in court until Todd's evidentiary hearing. Defense attorneys Jerry Boudin and Kathleen Stilling believe they should have been presented during the trial, claiming the test results would have supported Todd's story. In your minds, those videos should and could have happened. 48 Hours correspondent Erin Mortree remarked during her interview with Boudin and Stilling. Boudin replied, "That's the point, yes." In May 2022, a judge denied Todd Kendhammer's request for a new trial. Todd is planning to appeal that decision. So I do believe that I think I was saying in the beginning of this, he had a appeal last year. And he had an appeal last year, and that was denied. That was the June 6th of 2024. The court released a decision for a new trial, and they were all rejected. Everything was rejected. So as of now, Todd remains in prison. He has to serve up to 30 years or a minimum of 30 years before he is eligible for parole. And he was middle-aged when he went into prison. So, you know, the reality of our life expectancy these days is not what they used to be. But, you know, never say never. I've seen convictions be overturned and crazy things happen in the court of law. That's all I have for this one, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.